Alright, so I got a little project going on today. I'm going to be building a fly sparge system. So I'm going to have a copper fly sparge that will just lay across the top. So I'll be able to take it from my hot liquor tank and just fly sparge through a copper manifold. Basically, I went and picked up the parts. I got a copper piece. It's about $11, and then each one of these is about $1. So I really won't have too much money invested into this. So this is going to basically be not to scale, obviously, but I'll just have a kind of like a 3-slot system where water goes in and then it'll kind of just trickle out through there. So yeah, we'll give it a try. I've been fly sparging a lot more, just on fly sparging onto what the hell is that called? Tinfoil. So I figured we'll just get this thing made and I can just set it up. I think I'm going to solder. I should probably film some of that. I don't know if people know how to solder or not. You can watch other YouTube videos that are a lot better, but all you really need to solder is some flux, lead-free solder, and a propane torch, and that's really about it. And then one of these to clean up your copper, but I already have all that stuff from just working on home stuff. So yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'll get these pieces of copper cut out and check back in before I start to solder. Okay, got it cut out. Nothing's soldered or sweated together or anything like that. It's just dry fit. But I don't have caps. I'll have to run to the hardware store and get those. But you can buy little caps little copper caps that you can just put on there. So basically, that's about it. I'll have holes drilled. Still don't know if I'm going to. On my copper manifold, I just used a little cutting disc on a Dremel to cut the little slots, and that works fine. But here I'm afraid that it'll leak too much out just from the center and it won't come all the way around. So I think I might end up just drilling holes and drill fewer holes here and then more holes out here, just to try to guesstimate that it's gonna, I want the water to dissipate evenly throughout. But I do fly sparge pretty fast, probably faster than I should, but I get pretty good efficiency doing it, so I don't really want to waste an hour sparging, so I usually sparge out in 20 minutes or so. So, alright, well, let me break this thing apart and get some holes drilled. Alright, so I've gone through here, and obviously I've drilled all these holes. Little 1/16. It may or may not be enough. I don't know. We'll see. I'll do a brew day. If it runs too slow, I'll drill them out bigger. But so basically, I've cleaned up the pipe with these cleaner. You just stick the copper pipe in there and swing it around a little bit, and you just stick it in there and clean that up. What it does is you can probably see here that it scores it and cleans that copper real clean. Then you take some flux. It's paste flux or whatever it is. It's for copper, and you spread it along inside the pipe there, and then you stick it in. So that's what she said. So yeah, you just you spread that in, and now you're really ready to sweat the pipe, I think. So you have your lead-free solder right there, and I can do this with one hand. This will be all right. So what you want to do is heat the copper where you want the flux to go. So since I want the copper to go right where my flame is, that's the part I'm going to heat up. Probably have this flame on a little high. Okay. Sorry. You can kind of tell when it's ready because the flux will kind of start to boil. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Don't leave that running like that, it's dangerous. Okay, you see it? Just take that up and suck it in. I'm not extremely worried about getting a watertight seal since I'm basically and as you can see, it's completely sucked it in. Don't touch this thing if you can at all help it. But it's come all the way around, you can see, and completely sealed that up. So, I mean, again, it's pretty good practice. It's really good practice to practice soldering on your brewing supplies, like maybe a false bottom or a fly sparge arm, like I'm doing. Just because when you do actually go to solder, like, I don't know if you ever have to solder in the kitchen or bathroom stuff, you already kind of know how to do it and be confident. So, pretty good practice. It's really not a good way to see if it is watertight since I already have holes drilled, but again, it doesn't matter if it is watertight. I'm really just using it as a glue to stick my pipe together and so it doesn't move around. So, I'll get this thing all soldered up. I think I am gonna keep it so I can break half of it away. So I won't solder this joint, oh that was hot, this joint, and that joint. So it will be able to break apart just in case I need to clean it out or whatever. So, alright, well let me get this thing soldered up and I'll show you the end result. Sucks it right in. Okay, got it completed. So it can break apart at the joints here, but it sticks together real nice, and it will sit right there like that. I kind of tilted this thing to the side just so I could. I guess it doesn't even matter. But just so I could kind of close the lid a little bit, but probably will never even do that. So, yeah, that's about it. Here's something else that I kind of started as well, or finished. Since that last beer got all clogged up, this is a tea bag strainer, I think. So, there you go. Hopefully that'll keep the... I mean, if I do something really hoppy, a lot of hops again, I'll put the hop spider back in, but that'll even get more of it, so... Sweet! So, that project's all done, and that's about it. This is the dip tube I was using. Originally it was like a double dip tube, or but it was just a pain in the ass, so I just plugged one side up and it would just siphon from the side. So, yep, that's about it. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.